In the world of golf instruction and sports performance, the term biomechanics gets thrown around a lot, often as the go-to explanation for how the body moves during a swing. You'll hear coaches and pros talk about biomechanical efficiency, the kinetic chain, or how biomechanics can optimize your swing mechanics. But here's the thing, biomechanics is not science. It's a middle layer, a mix of other real sciences. And that's where a major misconception begins. Biomechanics is not a fundamental science on its own. It's a practical application field, a blend of mechanics, physics, anatomy, and physiology. In short, biomechanics is a way of applying these foundational sciences to living bodies in motion. That's useful, but it's not the same as going straight to the source. Think about this. When engineers design a bridge, they don't use a made-up field like bridge mechanics. They use structural mechanics, materials science, and physics directly. Why? Because those are the core principles that govern how things work. So why should we treat the golf swing, a complex, high-speed, multi-joint movement, any differently? If we want to truly understand the golf swing, especially at a high-performance level, we need to stop stopping at biomechanics and instead dig deeper into mechanical principles like elastic force, angular velocity, and lever arms, anatomical structures like the rib cage, spine, pelvis, and how they articulate, physics of motion, including velocity, force, and acceleration, ground reaction forces, angular momentum, and centripetal force, elastic properties of tendons and muscles, and how force is stored and released. Biomechanics might summarize these things, but it often oversimplifies or glosses over critical details, and that can hold both players and coaches back. Here's the danger of relying too heavily on biomechanics alone. It becomes a buzzword without substance. It encourages a big picture view, but leaves out the details that matter, like joint loading, pelvic and sacrum structure, or force vectors. It can make people think they're applying science, when in reality, they're following generalized movement templates with limited understanding. This isn't to say biomechanics is useless. It's a great entry point, but it shouldn't be the end point for serious study. If we want to train golfers more effectively, prevent injury, and truly understand what's happening in a swing, we need to study mechanics, not just movement, but the physics of how force is produced by actions of body structure and many kinds of forces like gravity and elastic force. Understand anatomy deeply. Know which joints allow which motions, how the rib cage rotates over the pelvis, how the spine flexes and extends under rotation. Apply physics principles directly, including Newton's laws, velocity, force-acceleration relationships, momentum, and angular momentum. Model specific actions. Don't rely on vague phrases like kinetic chain. Instead, map out exactly what joints and forces are doing at each phase of the swing. This approach doesn't just explain what is happening, it explains why it works and how to adjust it with precision. It's time we treat the golf swing with the same scientific respect we give to engineering or architecture. That means going beyond biomechanics and engaging directly with the real sciences that govern movement. Biomechanics is a useful tool, but it's just that, a tool, not the toolbox. If we want to improve performance, reduce injuries, and understand the golf swing on a truly deep level, we need to look past the label and dig into the real science behind human movement. Thank you for watching.